Hey everyone, I'm Kai the Koala, and welcome to our Let's Go 3 homework adventure. We'll have fun while working through your homework together. Don't forget, if we're going too fast, you can always pause the video and catch up. Ready? Let's go! Today, we're reviewing Unit 1 at school. We learned different things like I have, I don't have, I want, yes please, no thank you, and we also learned the different names of food and the different names of things. On page 2, the directions say write and match. We're going to use the words in the box to help us fill in the answers. If we look at the picture, Andy's right here and Scott is sitting right here. Andy says in number 1, "Oh no, I don't have any potato chips." Oh, potato chips, so yummy. Since we use the word don't, we're going to cross out don't. If Andy says, "Oh no, I don't have any potato chips." Number 2, he says, "Really? Can I? Some?" Number 3 says, "Thanks. Do you some?" Well, let's look at what Andy has. He has grapes. So how do we say, "Oh, do you some?" Good. Do you want some grapes? Let's write. Now, let's fill out Scott's section. Scott says in the first one, "Sure, yourself." Well, we know that this word has to be a capital letter because it's at the beginning of a new sentence. So let's see which words have capital letters. We have thanks and help. Sure, thanks yourself. What? Sure, help yourself. That's the right one. Let's write. Don't forget the capital letter. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I think I have How do we say, "Oh, 나 있는 것 같아"? Great. I think I have some. That means our last word is yes, please. Thanks. Amazing job. Now, let's match the phrases together. Number 1. "Oh no, I don't have any potato chips." Is Scott going to say, "Sure, help yourself"? Or, "I think I have some"? Or, "Yes, please, thanks"? Good. Scott would say, "I think I have some." In number 2, Andy says, "Really? Can I have some?" Would Scott say, "Sure, help yourself"? Or, "Yes, please, thanks"? Good. He would say, "Sure, help yourself." In number 3, Andy says, "Thanks. Do you want some grapes?" Scott would say, "Yes, please. Thanks." Andy and Scott are really good at sharing. In part B, we're going to unscramble and write. Don't forget, unscramble means to take the letters or the words and put them in the correct order. If we look at number 1, there's an ETSAPNU. Ooh, so many letters. But if we unscramble them and put them in the right place, we get the word peanuts. For numbers 2, 3, 4, and 5, I'll give you the first 2 letters as a hint. In number 2, the first 2 letters are C, R. Okay, we have C and R. In number 3, the first 2 letters are C and A. C and A. In number 4, the first 2 letters are P and O. And in number 5, the first 2 letters are P, O, and there's 2 words in this one. So The next one is CH. Go ahead and unscramble the rest of the letters and let's check our answers. All right, great job. Number 2 should be crackers. Number 3 should be candy. Number 4 should be popcorn. And number 5 should be potato chips. Great job. Check your spelling and let's move on to the next page. On page 3 in part C, the directions say write. We're going to use our phrases I have some or I don't have. So let's look at the pictures and see what they have or what they don't have. For example, in number 1, if we look at the picture, we can see that she has popcorn. She says, I have popcorn. In number 2, the boy says, I don't have any. What's in the picture? Great. He says, I don't have any candy. Ooh, so sad. But let's write. And in number 3, the girl says, Let's look at the picture. Okay, well, we know that she doesn't have something. What does the box say? Good, crackers. How do we say, 나는 crackers 없다? Great. I don't have crackers. Let's write. Don't forget, I is always capital. In number 4, we see that this person is holding something. What is it? Peanuts. Very good. So if they're holding it, that means that they have it. So we will write, I have peanuts. Great job. In part D, we're going to use, do you have any? I don't or I do. We're going to write and match. In number 1, this person is asking, do you some? How are we going to ask this question? 너 이거 먹을래? Good. Do you want some? What is this person holding? Potato chips. Good. Let's write, do you want some potato chips? In number 2, the person is saying, I don't any. Well, he's not holding anything, so we'll use, I don't have any. Good, candy. I don't have any candy. Let's write. In number 3, the girl is saying, I have some. What are those? Good, grapes. Now, let's fill out the part that we need to match them to. The first one says, I some. Well, he's holding something, so we know we're going to use I have. Very good. Now, what does he have? Oh, I have some candy. Great job. The next one says, I have grapes. Good. I don't have any grapes. Great job. And the last one says, no, I 아니, 나는 없어. No, I don't. Very good. Now we need to match them together. In number 1, it says, do you want some potato chips? Let's find the picture that answers the question and has a picture of potato chips. I have some candy. I don't have any grapes. No, I don't. No, I don't. That's a perfect answer. And there's a picture of potato chips. So let's draw a line. In number 2, it says, I don't have any candy. But our friend here says, I have some candy. In number 3, she says, I have some grapes. Oh, and this person says, I don't have any grapes. Well, good thing we can share. Please check your answers and we'll go on to the next page. On page 4, the directions say to look and write. We're going to use the words from the box to solve the crossword puzzle. Let's start with number 1, going down. What is that a picture of? Good, that's tape. So we'll find number 1 going down, T-A-P-E. Cross out tape. Let's go to number 2 down. Oh, that's good, paint. We're going to find number 2 and go down. P-A-I-N-T, paint. Finish the crossword puzzle and we'll check your answers. Great job! Are you ready to check? We did number 1 and number 2 going down. So let's start with number 4 down. Number 4 down was chalk. Number 5 down was string. Number 2 going across is paper. Number 3 going across is scissors. And number 6 going across is ribbon. And last, number 7, glue. Very good job. Let's move on to part B. We're going to look at the picture and write down what they have. For number 1, if we look, she is holding chalk. So we'll write, she has some chalk. In number 2, we can see that he's not holding anything. So we would say, he doesn't have any. What's in the picture? Good, tape. Let's write tape. Great, for number 3, oh, he's holding something, so we know that he has it. But what are they? Good, scissors. So we'll write, he has some scissors. Great job. In number 4, we see she's not holding anything. So, she doesn't have glue. In number 4, we can see that she is not holding anything. She doesn't have any glue. Great, let's write. Check your spelling and we'll move on to the next page. On page 5, we are going to do part C and D. In part C, we're going to look and write. We need to look at the pictures to see what these people have. For example, in number 1, what does she have? She has some tape. In number 2, we're going to see what does he have? He has some scissors. In number 3, we need to fill out the question. What does, is it a boy or a girl? Good, it's a girl. What does she have? So what does she have? She has some ribbon. Great job! Great job! In number 4 and 5, we're going to do the same thing. You need to look at the picture, ask the question, and then answer it. You can pause the video and write down your answers. Then we'll come back and check them together. Great job! Are you ready to check? In number 4, the question should ask, what does he have? Because he's a boy. And the answer is, He has some string. In number 5, the question should ask, what does she have? She has some glue. Great job! Double check your spelling and we'll move on to Part D. Part D, we are going to look at the pictures and do the same thing. We're going to ask the question and write down the answer. For number 1, what does he have? He has some string. Great job! Let's write. Number 2, what does she have? Great! She has some glue. And number 3 and 4, I want you to write down the question and also the answer. Fantastic! Let's check your answers. Number 3, the question should ask, what does she have? And our answer is, she has some scissors. In number 4, we're asking, what does he have? He has some paint. Check your answers and let's move on to the next page. On page 6, the directions say, look and write. We're going to use the words from the box to help us write down what these things are. For example, in number 1, these are magnets. So let's cross out the word magnets. In number 2, we know that these are push pins. Great, let's write. For numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, I want you to write down what this is a picture of. You can do it. Let's check our answers. Number 2 was push pins. Number 3 is staplers. Number 4, calculators. Number 5, rubber bands. Number 6, scissors. And number 7, paintbrushes. Number 8 is colored pencils. Double check your spelling and let's move on to Part B. In Part B, we're going to look at the questions and then we'll write down our answers. In number 1, does she have any staplers? I don't see any. So we'll write no, comma, she doesn't. Great. In number 2, the question's asking, scissors? So we need to say, does he have any scissors? Let's look at the picture. I see one. So we'll write yes, comma, he does. Very good. In number 3, we are looking for push pins. But first, let's ask our question. Does she have any push pins? Let's look. No, comma, she doesn't. Great job. Let's move on to the next page. On page 7, we're going to read the question and write down our answers. In number 1, the question is asking, what do they have? Oh, what do they have? Let's look at the picture. They have paintbrushes. Let's write. Great job. In numbers 2, 3, and 4, I want you to write the question and also the answers, and we'll check them together. All right, in number 2, the question is asking, what do they have? Remember, it's 2 people, so we need to say they. What do they have? They have some scissors. Number 3, what do they have? They have some magnets. And in number 4, we needed to write the question and the answer. What do they have? They have push pins. Great job! In part D, we're going to read, look at the picture, and circle our answers. For example, in number 1, do they have any colored pencils? I don't see any. So we'll circle, no, they don't. For numbers 2, 3, and 4, I would like you to please look at the question, the picture, and then circle your answer. Let's check our answers together. In number 2, do they have any push pins? Yes, they do. In number 3, do they have any magnets? Yes, they do. And number 4, do they have any rubber bands? No, they don't. Great job. Let's go to the next page. On page 8, you're going to do this page by yourself. You can do it. The directions say to match. We're going to match the picture to the word and then the word to the sound. We have BL, which is bl, GL, which is gl, and PL, which is pl. In part B, you're going to write the words that start with BL, GL, and PL. On page 9, we are going to read a story called The Beautiful Butterfly. In the first picture, the story says, "Can I have some blue paint?" Sure, help yourself. Number 2, do you have any green paper and glue? Yes, I do. Here you are. Thanks. On page 3, in number 3, it says, do you want some black paint? The other girl says, yes, please. And in number 4, it's a butterfly on a green plant. It's beautiful. Let's go to part D and answer the questions. In number 1, it says, does the girl want green paint or green paper? If we look at number 2, we can find our answer. Does the girl want green paint or green paper? Good. She wants green paper. So let's write green paper. Number 2, where is the butterfly? Well, in number 4, we have the butterfly. What's this? It's on a plant. And number 3, what color is the plant? Oh, it's green. We're all done with our Unit 1 homework. Great job today, and I'll see you next time.